Thank you, Joe Burrow.
Allegedly, Mersh lives in his car. Just come out of the house. Again, I don't go to people's houses because you could get, shot. Can I say that, YouTube? That's why I went to the Stress Factory, because I know that's a public place, even though they wouldn't let me in. That's why I went to the Stress Factory. I'm not going to go to someone's house because, first of all, they don't come out. Nobody's ever come out. Remember Melton didn't come out when Stuttering John went there? And then when Chad went to Stuttering John's house, he didn't come out. Z literally said he was at Mersh's house. LOL stuff. Yeah, but it could have been any house. Mersh didn't come out. Nobody knows if Chad was really at his house. And Mersh is saying it was his house. Maybe because he doesn't want people to go to his real house. Don't you guys ever think like I do? The obvious. The host cooks the turkey. It don't travel well. Yeah, the whole turkey thing didn't make any sense. But I think, again, Chad's going to have to explain it. But I think Chad knew that would confuse everybody. And so I think he was just... even if Chad's not lying about the girlfriend and getting Thanksgiving canceled, he still likes to lie. So even with when we asked him, your girlfriend's a vegan, why'd she cook a turkey? Chad was like, my audio's bad. So Chad knew that people would run with that. Lots of times guests show up with a turkey for Thanksgiving dinner, right? Lots of times guests show up. You're right about that. Listen, I again, that don't make sense. So I agree. But even when Chad, even when they asked him in that clip that I watched from Chad Buzmak, even that was like, I think Chad, even with that's where it gets a little tricky. Chad will say he's drunk, but it doesn't make sense. Why would a vegan make a turkey, and why would they drive from Tampa to outside Orlando with a turkey? That doesn't make any sense. Nobody, if they're having a party, but Chad didn't talk about that. So, and when he talks about it, he's like, my audio's bad. Send me the link, old man. Who's this? All right, let me. Oh yeah, I have a Z thing. I don't know if this is Mersh, but it's close enough. I hope Mersh does put Chad away. If only Chad had money, then Mersh. I hope Mersh does put Chad away. If only Chad had money, then Mersh could go after both Chad, you, and you civilly. He's gonna sue me. I'd love to get sued. In fact, if I don't get sued, I'll get mad. I might sue people for not suing me. I hope Mersh does not put Chad away. If only Chad had money, then Mersh could go after both Chad, you, and you civilly. Show me the numbers, right? Show me the 1099s. Go ahead, Mersh.
Hi, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. What's going on? You don't have what happened? All these bums that usually come on with you tonight, they're too busy for the big man. What's
no, I can't.
Clearwater Chad's got a hot date? Like, what's going on?
No, I had 5 people. Listen, tonight's show was just to tell everybody I didn't want to do a show. But if I don't do a show...
Tonight's show was just to tell everybody I don't want to do a show.
No, if I don't do a show, and people tweet me, how come no show? So it's just easy to do the show, tell them I didn't want to do a show, and I'm not going to have guests on, just sit there, and then they want me to, and then they send me a Venmo request right after the show's done, even though I did all the heavy lifting. I got to do all the reading and all the fucking everything.
You know, for a guy who's been threatened that somebody, like I've been threatened on your show that somebody was going to shoot me in my fucking head. I've had people threaten all these other things. I got your co-host is showing up to my fucking house. You know, I never get a Venmo from old Big Kev. What's going on? I'm banned from Venmo, by the way. You don't have to send me money.
How can you get banned from Venmo?
Oh, because I hate Jews.
Jesus Christ.
How do you feel about this Chad shit? Like, you got to admit now, it's gotten crazy, right? Like, he's
but didn't you tell him to come over to your house?
Did you ever hear me say that? Did anybody ever say that?
But I don't watch every show.
Anybody who knows me knows I have famously for years told people, do not come to my house. I ain't sending people to yours. We don't play that game.
Don't want to Chad go over.
Because he's a fucking retarded idiot who can't be funnier than me.
So you challenged him?
No, I just challenged him to be funnier than me, and he thought, "Oh, I'll be funny. I'll be very unintentionally funny."
No, but that's why he was outside your house. He kept saying, "Come out and be funny," because he wanted to do a joke off. Because you challenged.
Yeah, do we do that? Do we wake people up in their beds to do joke offs in their yard?
But that's why it all started. Because you challenged him to be. You said you were funnier than him. That's why.
Yeah, I challenged him to prove he's better at the medium we all chose to make a living at, and he went, "No, I'll show up to your house, dude, while you're asleep." Like, we can all agree. And then, I'm sorry, but for him to double and triple down and continue to encourage the public at large to show up to my home and, quote, I want cars around the block showing up to Mersh's house. You can agree. It's out of pocket, right?
Okay, but how do we know that's your house since you didn't come out of your house?
Dude, stop doing this. You're stop.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Stop protecting these fucking retards. You're going to burn down. You're going to burn MLC down protecting people that are below you.
I want to burn it down. I'm sick of it.
Why are you letting these dudes slide on this shit? The Matt Meads and the Chad Zumachs. Like, this is, I'm telling you, Kevin, there's going to be a day where they look back on the history of the show and they're going to say, this was a turning point where we said, you know what? Like, it's one thing, like, look, I'm the same way. I'm friends with Nick Ricotta, as you call him. And according to you, he gave drugs to his kids. And I admit I'm a hypocrite and I have a blind spot for him.
He did coke, allegedly.
That's not how that happened. Kids. Yeah, if that were the case, you'd stop saying allegedly. The point is,
I want him to sue me because I want him to prove in court that he didn't do coke with his kids because he does coke and his kids tested positive for coke.
Cool. My point is that fine. I admit I have a blind spot for him, but you're now like your blind spot for people. The shit they're doing, the behavior they're engaging in, is highly unacceptable, and you're co-signing it. No, you're basically saying I'm Kevin Brennan. I co-sign what Chad Zumach says. Everyone go to Mersh's house. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying if I see something that looks obviously. Like, when Chad's talking about the turkeys, obviously something that is not making sense. And Chad is obviously lying or covering up, or it makes no sense why that turkey even became a thing. Matt Mead, the same thing. I know Matt Mead. I know sex workers. I know how things go with sex workers. You're getting drugged up. So with Chad, I know Chad way better than you. So I know Chad's pros and cons probably better than anybody. But I know when he's lying. I know when he's drunk, and I know when he's lying.
You're missing my point. I don't care about the fucking fake girlfriend. I don't care about Matt Mead's, let's be honest, fake girlfriend. And by the way, Matt, she's still talking to me, so you need to fucking put that, let's nip that in the bud. I didn't ask you about the fucking fake turkey. I didn't ask you about Matt Mead. I'm asking you about Chad encouraging people on your show to continue to come to my house in droves. Do you think that that's cool?
Yeah, but in my defense, this is a comedy show, and we were all drinking.
But we all have a limit. I've been doing comedy a lot better than Chad on the internet for years. Doing better than him at this. I've never encouraged people, even jokingly, you can't, there's some things you don't do. You don't joke about, I want people to show up and fucking stab Kevin Brennan in front of his house, because I would never say that, because God forbid, on the off chance some fucking weirdo goes, I'm picking up what you're laying down, Chief, and he does. Now the rest of my life is going, I didn't mean to get Kevin Brennan killed. So, like, we all agree that as people who are public figures that do this internet shit, you can at least, I'm asking you, Kevin, for your own protection, to just say, hey, you know what? What Chad did was fucking out of pocket, and he shouldn't have said that, right?
Yeah, but I think Chad was he thought he was being funny.
Stop with the butts! Just say it's out of line. We can all agree. Don't show up to people's houses, right?
Like one of those prank shows. You're this
literally
close to what, hitting me? You sound like my dad.
No, I'm asking you because I actually do like you. I don't like Chad, and I don't like a lot of the bums you surround yourself with. Stevie Lou is growing on me, but that's not the point.
Also, when you say I don't like Chad, most people don't like Chad.
Okay, can I get to my point, old man? Or are we going to sit here talking to Grandpa during Christmas? My point is that I'm literally asking because I like you to get a clear cut, like where the clip channels can just say, yes, I, Kevin Brennan, think we shouldn't be going to people's houses during the holiday season to do pranks on fucking streamers we don't like. I would think that's something you could agree on and just say it. I'm not even asking you to fucking disavow Chad and throw him under the bus. I'm asking you to disagree with him publicly and say, I, Kevin Brennan, don't think we should be doing that, so that people don't start coming after you, you old fuck, because they will start coming after you.
Well, Stuttering John did come after me.
Who cares? He's toothless. He's retarded.
Okay, so I said earlier on my show that going to someone's house is stupid because, and that's the reason I went to Stuttering John's at the Stress Factory, because that's a public place. Going to someone's house is, especially in a stand your ground state, is stupid.
Well, also, he's a retard.
Something terrible could happen to you.
Chad had like so many more things he could have done that he didn't do.
Like what? Give us some ideas.
He could have came up and rang the doorbell. He could have literally just come to the sidewalk on my side of the street. He was too afraid to do that.
Nobody thinks it's illegal.
How is it illegal? You can ring my doorbell. You can do all this shit. The worst I can do is call the police and go, this guy's here. I don't want him here. He needs to leave. The cops will show up and go, hey, I don't know what the story is, but this guy lives here. You're bothering him. He's asking for us to give you, and they give you a notice of, now you're trespassed. And you get a criminal trespass. It's a piece of paper that just says, don't come back here, or when you do, you'll get arrested. Chad was acting like just standing on the sidewalk in front of my house would have gotten him shot. Do you understand how stand your ground works? I can't just go out and shoot everybody on my sidewalk that bothers me. If that were the case, I'd have a fucking good body count.
Do you want Chad to do more next time?
Are you not getting this?
I guess I'm not. You want Chad to ring your doorbell next time?
No, I was pointing out the first time he came, he could have gotten more content. I've made it clear. If he's going to show up a second or third time, that's criminal harassment. We'll make a thing of it. I don't want anyone to show up to my house, period. That's not what this is about. I don't do it to you. Don't do it to me. Chad's in a very weird legal problem now because he tripled down now and said, show this to the cops. I want people to go to Mersh's house. With what he did, have you ever heard the phrase elements of the crime, Kevin?
No.
So if I went to the DA, if I went to the police the first time Chad came to my house and I said, this crazy guy just went to my house and he showed the cross streets, he showed where I lived on YouTube, and he said, oh, come out, bring your gun, this, that, right? If I went to the cops with that and said, I want him arrested, they go, we can't arrest him for that. Like, if he comes back again, call us, we'll trespass him, and then if he shows up, whatever. So that wouldn't have been an arrestable thing. Then the next day, like a couple days later, he's like, I'm coming to his house again. And like he was tweeting it. And I let him know publicly. I said, dude, if you come here again, I'm calling the police. I'll get you criminally trespassed. When I went on your show, he started going, I encourage everyone to go to Mersh's house. That is right there where Chad, now if I went to the police department and showed them all the clips and gave them a timeline, now we have what they call elements of the crime. The first time he showed up and doxed me, not really a crime, right? He's just an idiot. But now he's doxed me the first time. The second time he showed intent to show up, and I showed like enough due diligence to say I will involve the law, and he publicly said, then I won't come. Step 3 is now he's going on shows, his own show, your show, and going, I want everyone else to go to his house. That's incitement. Now, if I go to the police, which everyone's like, oh, when are you going to the police? It's going to take me probably a week or two because I'm busy. I have to pull the clips. I have to write a statement. I will be going to the Polk County Sheriff's Department, and I will be filing a criminal complaint. And Chad should be a little worried here because that third step of, oh, I'm too scared to go, but I gave out your address publicly, and now I'm saying people go. It's like 3 acts of a play. I could fuck Chad's life up now legally. And the only thing I've said is apologize and just publicly state nobody should go to Mersh's house. And that's too much to ask for this fucking retard. Okay, so maybe he needs to go to jail.
Okay, but if he said at this point nobody go to Mersh's house, that wouldn't work because nobody listens to Chad. But my point is, do you want Chad to apologize because then he's your bitch?
No, I want it. This is one of those things where we've now moved outside of like whatever the fuck we're doing.
No, but why do you want?
And by the way, I know a lot of people in your chat right now are calling me a snitch and this and that. Yes, I'm 42 years old. I pay my taxes. I live in my house lawfully. I don't do anything. I don't commit crimes, and I don't harass people in real life. If you're going to do it to me, yeah, one of the benefits of being a white person in Florida that pays his taxes is occasionally you call the police and go, yeah, this person's committing a crime against me. I'd like them arrested. Yeah, it's beautiful.
No, I think you have a point because when Chad was showing the street signs, it basically showed
he read them out. He read them out on air and then pointed to my house.
When I was watching it, I skipped ahead because I know that's clearly doxing. So if he's doxing where you live, and if you in fact do live there, if he's doxing where you live, and then he's telling people to go there, that's probably not great as far as the authorities are concerned.
And to my point, like I just said,
if you do live there, because he did show the cross streets.
But like I said, originally, when he did that video, if I had taken that video that day, went to the cops and said, look what he did, they'd go, we don't really have a case. Like all he did was stream some shit. He's an idiot. Like again, this is what I'm talking about when it refers to elements of the crime. The more elements of a crime you have, the better it is to get it juicy for a DA and go, hey, this is actually a slam dunk. It'll just get your clearance rate up. So when he showed up and did that, nobody cared, whatever. They wouldn't have cared. Cops would have been like, we got bigger crimes. But when he said, I'm coming a second time, and then I publicly said, do not do that, I'm going to call the police, then he went, fine, I won't. The fact that he, the next night went, well, now I want everyone else to go to your house.
Yeah, but
that is now inside.
He'll say we're all drunk.
Well, was he drunk the next day when he tripled down? Because I said, you should apologize for what you said on MLC and walk back that statement. He did sit down Zumach or World War Z or whatever the fuck goofy shit he's doing.
Give him plugs. What are you doing? You're helping.
It doesn't matter. The clip channels clipped it already. He, the next day, sober, said, no, I'm tripling down. I want everyone to go to Mersh's house. He said, and I quote, I want a line of cars around the block going to Mersh's house. He's now opened up elements of the crime. He's now inciting and harassing me, and he's done all of the steps to literally go to jail for this. And all I'm doing is saying, Chad, just stop and tell other people not to do this. And yet here he is doing it. So like at some point, dude, yeah, I need to make sure that people in the future know, like, if you want to troll me, you want to call me a fat loser, gay fuck, retard, you want to troll me with downvotes, you want to, like, you can send me hate donos, you can do whatever you want. You can fucking make fun of me and my girlfriend, anybody you want to do. But when you start fucking with my house and my family and the people, you can agree, Kevin, there's a limit. I've never done that to you or Chad or any of these people. Nobody should be doing this shit. It's fucking gay. And it's illegal. In the case of Chad now, it's felonious. Kevin, just agree with me. Can you just agree with me?
Super chats.
Can we just agree? No showing up to people's houses over internet shit, right?
Yeah, I'm for that.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Texas law. I want to really know my theory is that I think that I think that Chad had an Ethan Ralph girlfriend. I think that he had a girl that he hung out with for like 2 weekends and thought, oh my God, she's so great. I'm going to start talking about her to the world. And then it didn't work out. Or somebody cooler stole them. These things happen. And then he probably was like, well, fuck. I already was like, damn, I put that out there that I had a girl and I can't look like, because Chad is so insecure. He probably immediately went, well, I can't just say like, oh, she wasn't my girlfriend. Or so now he's panicking. So now he just started. It's almost like if Chad had killed his girlfriend.
Oh, come on. Who lies more, Zumach, Dixon, Crimex, or Gilly? Oh, that's quite a list. Who lies more? I think Pat Dixon. I think Pat Dixon lies.
Why are you like this?
Like what?
Like we go through this Matt Mead shit a few weeks back, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, and the next day, everyone on the internet agreed, wow, we watched some crazy shit from Matt Mead and Scarlett, and the next day you're like, yeah, Pat Dixon's a piece of shit. Like, you're just so out of touch, man. You're like Walter Cronkite pretending like, 9/11 didn't happen.
I know sex workers when they're drunk and high. And I know Matt Mead. Matt Mead, I wouldn't let anybody I know date Matt Mead. And I wouldn't let Matt Mead drive anybody anywhere because he went to jail for being a drunk. Go ahead, Mersh.
So, but then you have to be open to the idea that Matt Mead is probably not the best guy. Like, you know what I mean? So I get that you don't want to stay out of it and you don't want to get involved, but like we saw
this guy, but is she the best gal? She's some kind of fucking innocent vixen. Innocent. She just got in on the bus from Wisconsin.
Scarlett Hampton is also garbage. However, in this dynamic, she's a victim. I broke Matt Mead with a paper crown, and I know you don't like Patrick Melton, but Patrick Melton, when Mead was coming at me, Melton was like, "You're never gonna get at Mersh on this level." Because he's dead inside. And he meant it not as a fucking insult. He meant it as like there's a certain level of us that are dead inside. We don't take it too serious. A lot of these other guys that are going down this weird road, it's because they're like, I'm serious. I'm super number one. I'm super duper cool guy. My dick is big. And it's like, you're gay. This is stupid. This is why I love you, KB. After Alex Jones started sucking Israel's dick, you're my new internet dad. And do some wild shit. Chad would have so much crazy legal responsibility, like extended to whatever this person did, because he encouraged.
Even if he was saying he was joking.
Too late. In 2 shows he tripled. No, the second show he did sober when he went. No, I'm saying seriously. Go to Mersh's house. I want a line of cars. Go fuck with him. Yeah. Now if somebody came in here and like did horrible shit to anything, he literally just signed up for like a lot of liability, which is hilarious.
You're almost egging people on when you say this because people want Chad to have a lot of liability. You see what I'm saying?
I'm only stating what's legally
it's
obvious.
Almost people that hate Chad are going to come to your house and stick it to Chad, not stick it to you.
It's unfortunate.
Is any of this? Are you playing any of this for content for yourself or your own show?
No, the Chad thing. Like honestly, it will take a little bit of time because my schedule. It's the holidays. But like at some, well, no, honestly, because this isn't a
post office.
Well, it's not a call the police and they come and write up a report. Like I have to go there to be taken seriously. So this is something where I have to talk to Royce because I drive to the studio a couple days a week. I work nights. I sleep late. So like I need to work my schedule around. But yes, if anybody's asking, yes, I do. Actually, as of right now, still intend to go to the sheriff's department, show them everything that's publicly known, and make it an issue. And it's not just an issue with Chad. It's extended an issue with Pot Awful, who's been fucking with my house for like 5 years. And this is one of those things that, like, again, elements of the crime. Where now it's all connected. Where, like, yeah, he's been fucking with my address for years, but I would have sounded crazy going to the cops. Now it's one of those things where if I show him everything, I can go, yeah, I want this guy, but also by extension, this other guy to stop doing shit at my house because that's gay and weird. And I want to make it very clear, even with the Chad thing moving forward. If you fuck with my real life and involve police or like shit in my home, yeah, I'm going to the police. Like, I'm 42 years old. I'm not boxing. I'm not Aaron Holt. I'm not a tough guy. Everybody says I don't want to make Kevin uncomfortable, but I protect myself. Let's just say, and I'm not going to overprotect myself to be a tough guy. I'm going to call the police because that's what they're here for, to go, oh, I do a show on the internet. Somebody is finally taking it too far and they need to stop. Like, just stop. Like, make fun of me. Make fun of me and make your super chats. I make fun of you. I make super chats. Outside of that, I'm going, yes, to the police. I'm a snitch. Look at this. You see this? Kevin, it ain't a Hawaiian shirt. It's my snitch jacket. When you do illegal shit, I'm going to send the cops after you now. Yes.
What, you used to be a drug dealer?
Yeah.
And now you're mad at Chad.
What does that have to do with? What does A have to do with B?
Drug dealers is way more illegal than going to someone's house like Chad did.
What about stealing credit cards? What about stalking, breaking, and entering? What about all this other? Well, all this other shit.
They're misunderstandings. Drugs are my personality. So if I go to Mersh's house, do an element of crime, then Chad will get sent up the river. How long do I have to get this done? Does it expire end of year? That's what I just said. I said you're encouraging people to come to your house because Chad will.
No, I'm strongly discouraging everyone, as I always have. Do not come to my house.
Yeah, but Chad will get in trouble, so they hate Chad more than they hate you.
That's unfortunate.
Joe Burrow, go fuck yourself.